The mid-segment theorem. Well, the mid-segment is it starts at the midpoint of this side right here and the midpoint of this side right here. So my mid-segment is this segment right here. So notice that this segment right here is parallel to this segment right here, and it is half the length of this longer third side right here. So the segment connecting the midpoints of two sides of a triangle are parallel to the third side and half as long, okay? So let's look at the problem here. So in order for this segment, or this to be the mid-segment, that means x must be equal to this 4 right here. Also, this is y is our mid-segment, so it should be half of 16. So y is equal to half of 16. That's equal to 8. Now going over here, I need to focus on a smaller triangle first. So let's say I take this triangle right here. So notice that this is 3 and this is 3. So this point right here is a midpoint. Okay, and same as the other side. This is 5 and this is 5, right? So that means that this point is a midpoint. So this line right here is a mid-segment. So this is half of the third side, which in this case it's going to be x, right? So x must be equal to 2 times 7, right? Because 7 is half of x, so x must be double 7. Okay, so that's equal to 14. Okay, so that's x. Now let's look at y. So if I look at y, let me erase all of this. So let's look at y. So y is here. That's the third side right here. And if you notice, this is 6 right here from here to here. And this is also 6 from here to here. So this is a midpoint. And if I go to the other side right here, this is 10. And this is 5 and 5. So that's 10 also. And this is a midpoint, making this a mid-segment. These two are parallel. And y is going to be double x, or x is half of y. So I'm going to say that y is equal to 2 times x, which we know x is equal to 14. So y is equal to 28. Now let's go here. A, B, and C are midpoints. So these are all midpoints, right? They're in the middles of triangle x. X is here, y, and z, okay? So now if BC is 3M, so let's write 3M right here. And XY is from here to here, and that's 4M plus 10. So 3M is the shorter side. So if I double it, I should equal 4M plus 10. So let me double my 3M, and that's going to be equal to 4M plus 10. So let me just make a quick note that I could have halved 4M plus 10, and I would have got 2M plus 5, and that's equal to 3M. But I will stick to this right here. I will go on and say this is 6M, this is 4M plus 10. You write my line down the middle. So this now is, okay, I have a M here and I have an M here. So I'm going to move this 4m to the other side right here, and that cancels out, and I should get 2m equals 10. So 2m equals 10, I'll divide by 2, m is equal to 5. So that's my m, and I still need BC, and BC is just 3 times m. So BC is equal to 3 times m, which is 5. So BC is equal to 15, right? So let me erase this right here. So if the perimeter of ABC, and let's highlight ABC, ABC is right here, right? So if I added all 3 of these, and I don't know what they are, but, well, 15, 15, 15, I guess. But the question is, what is the perimeter of the triangle XYZ? So if the small triangle has a perimeter of 30, and we know it's half, each of these are half the length of the third side, so we know then that for the bigger triangle, we just double it. So the perimeter of your triangle is just 2 times 30, and that's equal to 60. Okay? So now we're on to trapezoids. The trapezoid midsegment is this line right here, which means this is a midpoint and this is a midpoint. Okay? So this midsegment is also parallel to the bases. Remember, these are bases. This top and bottom sides are called bases. It is parallel to the bases and equal to half the sum of the bases. So I need to add the top and bottom bases here. And that is half, well, the midsegment is half of those of the sum. So let's look at example 4 right here. This is we're gonna assume this is the midsegment right here. So if this is the midsegment, then x, let's see, I need to add 16 and 24, and then I'm going to half it. So 16 plus 24 is equal to 40, and I need to half that. And that's equal to 20. That's what x is equal to. Yeah? So let's go to number 5. So x is the midpoint, so I know this is the midpoint. Also notice there are 2 little lines right here, 2 little tick marks. That means x is the midpoint. On the other side here, d to y has a little tick mark, and y to c also has a tick mark. So that means this right here, xy, is a midsegment, okay? So again, we know that the midsegment, which is 4x, is that minus? Let me erase this. Yes, it's minus 4x minus 12 is equal to half of, let's see if I can make space. Looks like I can't. It's equal to half of, let's see, top base is 13, and the bottom base right here is 6x minus 21. 6x minus 21. Now let's simplify that. So this is still 4x minus 12, and this is equal to, oops, I'm going to distribute. Well, actually, I could simplify. Let's simplify first. 1/2, and let's see, 13 minus 21, that is 8. So that's going to be 6x minus 8. Okay. Now I'm going to distribute now. Let's see. There. Multiply with the 6 and multiply with negative 8. So let me go back here and say 4x minus 12 is equal to half of 6 is 3x. Half of negative 8 is negative 4. Okay. Now, let's put our line down the middle. There is an x here and an x here. I like to move my small x to the big X. So I will say minus 3x and minus 3x. Cross that out. I get 1x. 4 minus 3 is 1x, or just x. Bring down my minus 12, and I bring down my minus 4. There's an equal sign. Now I have x on one side. I need to move the negative 12 or minus 12 to the other side. I'll move it there. That is gone. X is equal to 12 minus 4 is 8. That is my x, and that is what I'm looking for. Find x.